Hello. It's been a while, I guess, maybe. Well, about a week ago, I started watching Avatar: The Last Airbender, and I finished it in 3 days. Yeah, it's pretty cool. It's a pretty good show. I probably would have finished it sooner if I didn't watch it with other people. I mean, I didn't watch it with them. I watched it alongside a React channel. Lonely. Um, have thorough discussions about the episodes. I probably would have finished it in 2 days if I didn't do that, but eh, serotonin. Gotta stretch it out. So the reason I started watching it is actually because back when YouTube polls became a thing, I got recommended a bunch of polls from the official Avatar: The Last Airbender YouTube channel, and then I would keep answering them. It was all like a bunch of trivia questions. So I had like a rough idea of what Avatar was from answering these polls, and I would actually like get a lot of them right, even though they were just guessing because of past polls and what I think that character is. They'd be like, "Which character did this?" I was like, "Oh yeah, probably that one because he also did this in the other poll you asked yesterday." Um, and then I'm guessing that was probably like a year or 2 years ago. And then in eighth grade science class, my teacher, we were like doing chemistry and stuff, and he was like, "Yeah, there's there's four elements," and I'm like, "Oh yeah, I've heard of those." He's like, "Yeah, the water, earth, fire, air." And he's like, "Yeah, you know the Last Airbender." I'm like, "Yup," but I've literally never watched it. So I was a little bit like, "Yup, I know what you're talking about." I mean, like I've heard of it before, but like I had no idea. So I guess about like 5 to 6 days. No, I think I watched it on July 17th. That's when I started, and I finished it in around July 19th. So about 3 days. Well, I started watching it like at night, July 17th. So yeah. Um. So it's a really good show. I think it's probably my favorite TV show. I It's literally incredible. If you have not watched it, it's probably like one of the only shows I would actually recommend to anyone, no matter like what they like in media. It's just all around objectively incredible. Um, I'm not gonna give any spoilers if any of you guys want to watch it, but I will put up a tier list of all the characters and just rank them of how much I enjoyed their character, I suppose, or how good of a character I think they are. Yeah. So I'll put that up now. Obviously, if you haven't watched it, you don't know what any of this is. But if you have watched it, it should give you a pretty good idea of what my thoughts are on the characters. Okay, well, I don't know what else to talk about. Twitter again. Yeah, so Minecraft Championships. I did not watch it this time. I'm gone. I thought Technoblade was gonna be on Pink Parrots, but no, they were saving Rambo. Actually, I actually thought the team was gonna be Techno, Wilbur, Tubbo, and Rambo. That's what I speculated because I mean Techno's always on Pink Parrots nowadays, but it ended up being Tapel. So I mean, I thought it might have been Tapel since he wasn't announced. So and Techno isn't I didn't think Techno Tapple would happen, so I wasn't that surprised. I just kind of got my hopes up. But anyway, Snifferish, yes, yes, yes. So like the day of MCC, like she got a bunch of she on her like alt account, um, she unfollowed a bunch of stands because other stands were complaining that she was following stands. Uh, so she decided to mass unfollow stands, and then some people were like, "Wow, I can't believe you're unfollowing people of color." So then they got mad because they thought Snifferish that they were being racist or something. It's kind of stupid. And then they demanded that Snifferish unfollowed like Calvin for saying the N slur and the R word, whatever, and then to unfollow Fundy for making that monkey joke about black people. And then Snifferish did, and then a bunch of like techno Twitter people started ragging on them, being like, "Grow a backbone." Uh, I mean, like that's like probably like one of the things I respect about like Hannah Rose. She's pretty tough, I think. Like she stands her ground, even if I do find her a little bit annoying. She doesn't back down often. I guess that's because she's a UHC player. Oh boy. No, but people are comparing Hannah to Snifferish and like I don't know, Andy. I don't. It's Andy something. I don't know, Snifferish. And then Techno Twitter were like, "Oh my God, Snifferish unfollowed Technoblade." Um, I I think Snifferish unfollowed Technoblade way before this incident. After all, I actually checked about like a couple months ago that who they were following just to see who supported Technoblade. And then that I mean like people were like, "Wow, can't believe Snifferish did a Technoblade cosplay and then unfollowed him. What? Stop listening to these outrageous stands. Grow a backbone and a mind of your own." So that was kind of funny. In fact, um, well, Snifferish, yeah. So people were like screenshotting like one stand adding Snifferish, like unfollow Calvin, and then Snifferish just was like, yeah, okay, done. It's like I don't know. And then Snifferish, they told people to stop asking them to get a backbone. So that just made people more like get a backbone. I mean, I feel like people who are already a part of like who are already fans of the Dream SMP MCYT current era becoming content creators is like that's pretty bad if you don't want stands in your fan base because it usually means that you're in some way like participating in being a stan yourself, which attracts other stans, even if you are just a fan. But if you keep referencing like Dream SMP and Dream and Technoblade and actually not Technoblade as much now, but like Tommy and Wilbur, then your fan base, if you just like start out like that, it's just gonna be overrun with stands. and you're never gonna know what it's like to have an actual normal fan base. And I think that's exactly kind of what Rambo did, but also exactly what Sniffers did. So, yeah. Well, I think that's it. So we're gonna wrap it up. By the way, I won this last Skywars game. Don't at me. Don't check the logs. Nothing bad happened, I swear. And goodbye.